Hi guys, good day and welcome to today on Princess Anu TV. Hope you're doing fine, great, excellent. Anyways, in case you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Princess Anu, and on this channel we talk about aviation, motivation, and adventure. I am a commercial pilot license holder with instrument and multi-engine. Today is kind of a Q&A we are going to be doing. I have 3 questions that was asked in the comment section, and I thought, okay, it's been a while we did a Q&A. Let's do a Q&A so that we can treat these questions and everybody can like clear the air and you guys can have a way forward in your career and all that. So the first question here is, what if I want to apply for flight school outside Nigeria? Can I still write a letter to my state government for sponsorship? That's one. Second one is, after you have gotten the admission, is your feeding included in your school fees, or you will have to pay before eating every day? Then the third one is, I didn't do science in high school, can I still become a pilot? So these 3 questions, this is what I'm going to be treating in this video, so stay tuned. I'll be right back. Thank you so much guys for staying tuned, and in case you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Okay, I think let's take this off. What are you waiting for? Go click on the subscribe button and the bell so that whenever I post anything, you'll be able to see it. Okay, let me start from the more easy one to answer. Okay, I didn't do science in high school, can I still become a pilot? Yes, you can become a pilot if you have physics. Physics is very important because this is what makes the difference between a science student and a art student, because and an art student, correction. This is because physics is one of the defining factors for you to be able to become a pilot. Like, you need to know physics. Though outside Nigeria there are places that you can apply to that you don't even have physics. So far you have your O levels, just normal 5 credits in any other subject. They can take you in, they'll give you their own assessment, and if you pass their own assessment, they are going to take you in as a pilot. So it just depends. But basically what I know, that in Nigeria you need to have physics. They don't joke with that. 5 credits, which will include maths, English, physics is very, very important. These 3 courses are very, very key, and geography can be an added advantage if you know how a rule. So just 5 credits, but maths, English, physics, and geography, which is very, very important. So if you can get physics in your qualifications, then I think you're good to go, because art courses also do English, they also do mathematics, and you can add any other ones. The next one is, after you have gotten the admission, is your feeding included in your school fees, or you still have to pay for eating every day? You will not have to pay for eating every day, because your eating or your feeding how am I going to, okay, let me make it very easy. Your feeding is included in your school fees. So because your feeding is included in your school fees, you will not have to pay for feeding again. So, but now there are people that decide not to pay for feeding. Like, they tell them to remove the feeding from their school fees, so as to reduce the price. Maybe their family stays around, or maybe they feel they can buy food for themselves, like on their own, or maybe some people have just 1 or 2 reasons why they don't want to feed, like with the school's feeding. So you can determine that on your own area too, by deciding to feed yourself. So it even reduces the school fees, but it's always safer as a flying student that you just pay. In fact, I think it's kind of looks compulsory, because that first chunk that you're going to be paying, that, because you're allowed to pay instrumentally, you're allowed to pay like bit by bit. So that first chunk will definitely include your feeding. So it's just how it is, like it's in your school fees, and you don't have to like bother yourself about what is going on. You don't have to think about feeding, you don't have to think about accommodation, you don't have to pay every day. Basically, you are going to be eating from your school fees. Okay, now let's move over to the last question that I have here. Then lastly guys, about applying to state government if you get an admission abroad. Like I've said before, my first application for sponsorship of a scholarship to my own state government was an admission I got outside Nigeria. It wasn't a Nigerian codes, like it was a Nigerian flight school. So this says that anywhere you get admission to, you can apply. Application, it's like, I'm not going to say it's just like having faith. Do you get? You are putting what you have out there and saying, okay, are these people going to help me or they are not going to help me? So it will now depend on them. Do they now want to, maybe you got one in Nigeria, you got one in India, you got one in the US, then that body that wants to sponsor you can now decide, do I want this person to go to the one in India or do I want this person to go to the one in Nigeria, based on the cost, because everybody's always looking for what is cheaper for them. That's the thing. But you're the one that knows what you want, so you might be looking for what is standard for you, but whoever wants to sponsor you might be looking for what is cheaper for them. So these are some of the things that affects getting scholarships and sponsorships. So can you apply? Yes, you can apply, but now how you go about it depends. If I were you, or if I'm going to be in your shoes, just like what I did, I'm going to apply for both the one that I've gotten in the country and the one I've gotten outside the country. Then allow those people to choose which of them do they want to send you to. Don't feel that, okay, because you have just a Nigerian flight school admission and this is only Nigeria they can send it to, that person, they can decide that no, they want their pilots to be trained in the US, they want their pilots to be trained in China, and they're going to pay that bulk sum of money for their pilots to be trained wherever they want. So don't sit down at home and also like feel no, just because Nigeria might be cheaper, maybe they are going to send me to Nigeria. These are some of the things that you should not, don't belittle yourself. Take it out there, then whichever one they decide to choose will now depend on them. You get? But what I'm going to say is that whichever school you get admission into, make sure the school is standard. Don't just go for any school because you're trying to cut costs. See, because at the long run, if they don't teach you these things, the basics, the backgrounds, if they don't teach you very well, you're still going to meet them up somewhere and they may likely embarrass you. See, like flying is it's a building block. What you learn in PPL, you don't throw it away. You will still come to CPL and you meet it. If you don't do the CPL well, when you come to do your instrument and your multi-engine rating, it's going to be like headache. It's going to be as if you never learned anything in flight school. Like, why is this whole thing? Like, that's why you see a lot of people, they do the instrument, they do the correction, they do the PPL, they even do the CPL, but they don't have an instrument rating. Some of them don't even have a multi-engine rating. Some due to money, some due to like instrument rating is kind of very tedious and it has to do with a lot of calculation. Seriously, like I can't wait to run you guys down on how my instrument rating and everything went, but it has to do with a lot of calculation. It has to do with a lot of knowing. If you don't have the finesse first in the CPL phase, you are not going to be able to do the instrument phase very, very well. So whichever school you're picking, basically what I'm trying to say is that pick a good school, so that if they are even going to be sponsoring you, whether in Nigeria, whether outside Nigeria, it's going to be a school that will be worth it. Don't help them think, because when I mean don't help them think, like there are grants, that you don't know about them doesn't mean that these things don't exist. There are grants, there are scholarships, there are sponsorships, there are private individuals that don't even know what to do with their money, that they are looking for who can I take to school. Like, okay, is this person a trustworthy person? Let me invest in this person. So don't sit down there and belittle yourself and say, okay, this thing is not working, this thing cannot work for me, and you're just there. No. I want you to have a high mind that if I apply for this thing, it will work out for me, and wherever I apply, this thing is definitely going to work out for me. So guys, I have a lot going on with me at this time, and that's why I've not really been like up and doing with uploading videos, but I'm going to try. And I'm going to keep you guys updated on my journey and on my career progress and all that. But for now, this is all I have for you guys on today's video. Till we meet next time on this same channel, keep watching PrincessAnuTv, and don't forget, as usual, stay safe, be fine, be happy, and live your best life. Till I catch you guys next time. Bye.